As we're navigating these uncertain times and already dealing with the pandemic, on top of this is layered a very real, very authentic, very serious issue that we need to take serious as leaders: social injustice and racial divides within our culture. As we talk about racial injustice, you are not going to be able to get around a couple of things that will come up often: white privilege and white rage. Now, I want to just comment about this because I can't help that I was born white. This is true. But neither can a person who is born black or a person who is born brown or of any color. We are born with the skin that we are. And there's no doubt that because of my white privilege, that I have enjoyed things in life that are otherwise denied to other people. Now, in the anti-racist movement, there's a conversation piece that's going to come up, a phrase that's used about not centering yourself. And I want you to be able to understand what that means. When a white person is listening to a conversation about white privilege and gets upset, often what we do, and I've made this mistake myself, we begin to talk about our own story. Now, one of the reasons that comes up is not all white people are born with what they view as being a privileged life. Maybe they are born quite poor, or they are born without certain advantages. That's not the point of this conversation. But what happens is we bring our story into the center of the conversation in order that people can fairly understand where we're coming from. The problem is that puts us in the center of the conversation rather than where we need to be. Jesus Christ calls us to be humble and to humble ourselves before the Lord, and he will lift us up. Anti-racist groups are going to talk about not centering yourself. What that means is to intentionally move yourself to the edge of the conversation. Bring your friends, your brothers and sisters in Christ who are people of color into the center of the conversation and stand at a distance and listen and learn. Don't center yourself. There may come a time when you're invited to bring your life experiences or bring your story into the center of that conversation. And that's great if you're invited to do so. But right now in our culture, all of us who are white, one thing that we can do that will benefit everybody is learn not to center ourselves, stand toward the edge, and listen and learn. As you pursue the conversation about anti-racism, I just want to throw this one last comment in. Every Christian should be anti-racist, anti-prejudice, and we all agree on that. But for whatever reason, when we start talking about the anti-racist movement, I have found that many Christians kind of have hair stand up on the back of their neck, no matter where they're coming from. We can do better. We can lead better. We can be better. If you're looking for some resources, you're not alone. Hope Network is just one of many networks of people who offer consulting, coaching, a friend to talk to, a person to walk with, an organization that has connections and networks that perhaps you can receive help for you and your leadership team. Don't hesitate to call.